Hi guys, welcome back. This is part 3 of the original Little Bigfoot series. In this video we are making the arms. So depending on which arm you need help with, there's the solid color and there's the one that changes color. I will show you how to do both in this video. And as always, if you don't need help with the crocheted rows, you can just refer to the written pattern. If you want to see how we change color, then you'll just fast forward a little bit in this video. Those of you crocheting with me, grab your crochet hook and let's get started. Row 1 is a loop with 6 stitches, and it's the same loop that we did when we did the body. You wrap the shorter yarn tail around those two fingers twice, hold the shorter yarn tail between your pinky and your thumb, and then hold the working yarn in between your pinky and your thumb. Insert your hook, go to the back, and pull that yarn through those two rings. Now you have a loop on your hook, yarn over and pull through. Now we've made our slip knot. We can get ready to crochet on. Now we're going to put 6 single crochets into this ring, and remember, every time we make one we're going to be going through those two rings, going to the back, grab the yarn, pull it through. You have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through those 2 loops. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And remember, you can pause the video at any time. Now we're going to close up the ring. Now I'm going to hold the slip knot in between my finger and my thumb, and I'm going to pull up on one of these 2 strings to close up the ring. Give it a little wiggle. Pull on the yarn tail to get rid of that loop. And there's our loop with 6 stitches. Row 2 is 2 single crochets in each one of those 6 stitches. That's the last stitch in the row, and the first stitch in the row is this one right here. It's right in front of this yarn tail. Remember, when you're going through that, you're going through both loops of that stitch every time you go through. There's 1 single crochet, and then we're going to go back in, and there's 2. One single crochet and back in, and there's 2. Into the 4th, fifth, and last one, number 6. And we're finished row 2. Now we have 12 stitches around. We can add a marker. There, I've added my marker, and you can see I left the starting yarn tail hanging. In part 4 I'm going to show you how to hide that into the second row. But for this video we'll just leave it hanging, and we'll tuck it into the arm when we get a little further along. So we're finished row 2 and we have 12 stitches around. Rows 3 and 4 is 1 single crochet in each one of those 12 stitches for 2 rows. So you can pause the video and meet me back here at the end of row 4. Remember to move your marker at the end of each row. Also remember, if the piece starts folding up on itself, to turn it right side. I'll continue on. 1 single crochet in each one of those 12 stitches for 2 rows. Alright guys, I'm at the end of row 4. I'm going to cut up that starting yarn tail a little bit shorter, and I'll just tuck the remaining piece inside the arm to get it out of my way. You can see I've added my marker. I also have the arm that I'm going to be switching colors with sitting right here. Those of you that are making the solid color, row 5 is 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then 2 together when you land on the marker, you should be crocheting 2 stitches together. So 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and now 2 together, repeating that, 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and 2 together. And last time, 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and 2 together. And now you finished row 5, and now we have 9 stitches around. Row 6 is 1 single crochet and then 2 together, and repeat all the way around till you land on the marker. When you land on the marker, you'll be crocheting 2 stitches together. Let's do this row together. So row 6, 1 single crochet in the first, and then 2 together. We're repeating this 3 times. So there was once, 1 single crochet in the next, and then 2 together, and that was twice. And we're going to do that one more time. 1 single crochet, and then 2 together. And we're done that row, and now we're down to 6 stitches around. Let's stop and stuff the hand. Remember, those of you who are changing colors, we're going to get to you in just one moment. Now we're going to stuff the hand. This is the only time we stuff. We're actually not going to stuff the arm. You can add a marker if you'd like to. I find it easier to leave it off on these really small rounds. So row 7 to 9 is 1 single crochet for 3 rows. We have 6 stitches. If we go around 3 times, we've put in 18 single crochets. So we can just count that in our heads as we go along. And you want to go very slowly, so you're not skipping stitches or going into the same one twice. And remember, you don't want to go into your last one you just worked. So pick up your yarn and take a look where the last one is. It's right there. So you want to get into the next one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now you can keep counting to 18 or start all over again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now you want to do one more row with 6 stitches. You might want to do a stitch count. Make sure you still have 6 in there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And that's it. We're done the arm. Now we just need to single crochet through both sides. So squeeze the top of the arm together, and you're going to push your hook through both sides. Single crochet, do it again, and we're done. Now you're going to finish off, leave a yarn tail for sewing. You're going to use this yarn tail to sew the arm to the body. Bring that yarn tail through that loop and pull it tight. Alright guys, those of you who are switching colors, just get the color that you're changing to and lay it beside you. Not going to do anything fancy with it, we're just going to have it sitting beside us. We're going to get ready to crochet on. So we're finished row 4 and we have 12 stitches around. I've just cut up that starting yarn tail and tucked it into the arm. Row 5 is 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches and then 2 together. We're repeating that 3 times. We're going to change color on the last time. So you can add a marker if you want, or we'll just do this row together. 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches and then 2 together. 1, 2, and now 2 together. One single crochet in the next 2, and now 2 together. Repeat that one more time. One single crochet in the next 2, and now 2 together. And we're going to do that stitch, but we're not going to complete it. So we're going to go in, grab our yarn, pull it through, leave that loop on your hook, go into the next stitch, grab your yarn, pull it through. Now you have 3 loops. We're going to leave those loops on our hook. We're going to hold the working yarn back here and hold it underneath our finger. Now we'll grab the color that we're switching to, and we're going to hold it under the same finger. Get ready to crochet on with the new color. Now you grab the new color and pull it through those 3 loops. And we just switched colors, and now we're down to 9 stitches around. Hang on to those yarn tails in the back until we get the next stitch done. I'm going to carry on with row 6, 1 single crochet in the first and then 2 together, and repeat 3 times. So 1 single crochet in the first. Now you can let go of those yarn tails in the back, and 2 together. Now we need to repeat that 2 more times. 1 single crochet in the first, and 2 together. And last time for this row, 1 single crochet in the first, and 2 together. Okay, we're going to stop before we continue on with the next rows, and we're going to break free from the color we were working with. Don't cut the working yarn. And we're going to knot off these 2 color change tails. Okay, I'm just going to stuff those remaining yarn tails inside the hand. And sometimes this is enough for the stuffing. So we'll see how much we need to stuff in there after we're done here. This might just be enough with the yarn tails. We might not even need any stuffing. Maybe I could put a little bit in there. Okay, we don't need much in there. And we're not going to stuff the arm. Now we're going to continue on. So we're finished row 6, and now we have 6 stitches around. Row 7 through 9 is 1 single crochet in each one of those 6 stitches for 3 rows. And again, just like this one, if we do 6 stitches for 3 rows, that's 18. So we can count up to 18, or we can add a marker. And take your time. It's harder to crochet in these smaller rounds. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And that finishes row 7. Now we need to do 2 more rows. So you can pause the video and meet me back here at the end of row 9. So I'm all finished row 9, and remember, if you've lost track, you can count the rings starting down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now I'm going to close up the top of the arm, and we're not stuffing the arm. We're going to squeeze them together and go through both sides. There's 1, and we're going to do it one more time. And we're done. Now we're going to break free, and we're going to leave a tail for sewing. We're going to use this yarn tail to sew the arm to the body. Pull the yarn tail through that loop, get it down to about there, and then pull tight. Alright guys, that brings us to the end of the arm video. There's only 2 videos left in this basic body series, and then we'll go on to make the individual animal parts for whatever you're making. So So for the basic body, there's only 2 videos left. The next one, part 4, is how to make the legs, and then part 5 is how to sew everything together. So depending on which one you want help with next, you can click on the video that is popping up on your screen, and I'll meet you over there.